Hey guys, welcome to our resistance band total body workout today. We're going to spend about 14 minutes working your entire body with a resistance band. You might have one of these laying around. If it doesn't have the handles, a lot of times you'll have something called a TheraBand, maybe something from physical therapy that's just a piece of elastic or rubber that's been cut for you. That'll work today too, but make sure before you use any type of band that you slide your hand on the length of it and you look at it and you make sure there aren't any nicks or tears starting to form, because if there are, you don't use that band. If you put any tension on it, it's going to tear. It could potentially injure you. I love bands because they are so portable. If you travel, go out of town, all you got to do is grab this band, throw it in your bag, and you're good to go. You know you'll have something to work out with when you get to your destination. This is the shorter version of a full 35-minute class that I have on my website. If you're interested in doing that longer class, go ahead and click in the description below. There'll be a link that'll take you to that workout. So let's go ahead and get going. First, we're going to start with some bench presses, something for your chest. Bring the band behind you. I'm going to slide my hands through the handles. What I want to do is bring this band to the base of the shoulder blades right there. Get your feet wide because we're going to add some legs on real soon. Toes turned out to the corners. We're going to go straight out and come back. And I want you to notice that my upper arms are parallel to the floor. What we're going to do is go ahead and do a little plie squat here. So down, up we go. At no point do we drop our elbows down. Those are going to stay up like you're sliding your arms back across a bookshelf. Now we got a little tip forward here in the back as you do your plie squat down, and the weight is in the heels. So I always want you to keep your band nice and taut. Don't let it get saggy. And if this is feeling a little too easy to you, just choke up on your band a little bit tighter, because it shouldn't feel all that easy. Make sure you have a grip that's close enough to your body that the amount of resistance you're working is really pushing you today. Because we got a short amount of time and a lot of work to do. How about 2 more times? Push out through that chest. Let's do 1 more time. So you're all set. Next up, we're going to slide those feet in. Bring the band out in front. Now we're going to work the opposing muscle group, your upper back. Slide those hands through the handles. I'm going to go ahead and go over my head. My band is taut. I'm going to pull down, straight down there. Now when I come back up, the band is going to stay taut. Don't let it get saggy or your work just disappears. Now if you're feeling good, we're going to lunge forward. So take a lunge forward. The legs today are optional. You don't have to do them, but just gives you a little extra work, a little bit of extra heart rate going up there. Notice my band is touching my shirt every time I pull it down today. Now you're taking a long enough stride. That knee should not go over the toes. And down we go. So you should find if you're doing these legs, you're having to start breathing a little bit more. Pull down, pull down. So we're going to do 4 more. Keep your band nice and tight. And we got 3. 2 more times. 1 more time. So next up, we're working your shoulders. What I'm going to suggest is you stand on the band with 1 foot. Make sure you've got equal distribution in the band on both sides here to make sure you really feel each arm working the same amount. So I'm going to push one arm straight up to the ceiling and then the other. So I'm totally straight in that arm. When I come up, I need you to make sure you don't start to lean backwards. Hold the abs in. If you can, straighten that arm all the way up there. Big reach. 10. Now, depending how tight your band is, that's either getting really, really hard or you can keep going. So up. We want some resistance in that band that towards the end here, this starts to get a little bit tough. But keep going with those singles. I'm going to do 4 more. Straighten that elbow. Stay up tall. 2 more. 1 more. All right, let's give those shoulders a little rest. Next up, we're working your triceps. Now I'm going to stand in the band once again with both, or with just 1 foot. Make sure it's at the middle of your shoes so your band doesn't escape. We're going to have our palms facing forward, bend forward, elbows up, both arms straighten and bent. Notice how my upper arm is staying in that one position the whole time. I don't let it drop down. Now whenever we're bent forward, we like to work at holding our stomach in. So up we go. Hopefully you're starting to feel something happening here in the backs of those arms. lift. I'm gonna see about 4 more times. These get tough pretty fast, especially if you have a band that's on the tighter side. So last 2. Let's do 1 more time. We're gonna go up. All right, so triceps are done. Step on the band now with both feet. Once again, make sure we have the same amount of band on each side, equal distribution. Elbows are gonna rest slightly in front of the rib cage. Palms forward. Curl up and curl up. Now, if you feel like adding in the legs today, and I feel like it, opposite leg, raise it to the side. Toes stay pointing forward, but just take that straight up there with your arm and your leg. So up and up we go. So we do a nice curl. We lead with that ankle, get some outer hip and thigh. Lift and lift. Now we want our shoulders to stay down. And notice I'm not bringing the leg down too fast. I want there to be some good work going on right there for the hip and the thigh. So you lift. Now check on your stomach. Make sure that you've kept it drawn in today. So we go up and we go up. So I'm feeling about 4 more times here. And 3. And last 2. Let's do 1 more time. So all set with those. Let that go. Next up, we're gonna drop you down to the floor, do your crunches and some more V-pulls. We're down on the floor. I want you to bend those knees. You're on your heels. You're gonna take your band out in front, a little extra upper back for the ab work today. So what we're gonna do first of all is just pull the band back to the shirt and go forward. Now right now my back is pretty straight. Well, that's gonna change pretty soon. So when the arms go forward, round your back and sit up really tall. And round your back. You wanna hold your stomach muscles in as much as you can right there. So take it back. 3. Notice when I round back, my chin stays up a bit. 4. I don't dig the chin way down into my neck here. 5. Now that band doesn't get loose at all when I go out in the front. We're gonna try a little bit more before we change it. And are you holding your stomach in right there? 8. I hope your answer to yourself is yes. Couple more. Now here's my big challenge too, is you're gonna stay out here, keep your band taut, don't let it get saggy. Do a little backing up movements here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep your back rounded on this. And up, we're gonna do another 7. Are you keeping that band taut? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that set for your abs is done. We're back up on our feet. We're gonna go with another round. I want you to go ahead and put the hands through the handles when you bring the band behind your back. More bench presses, more plie squats. So feet are gonna be wide. Make sure you got your toes turned out. Both arms here, so you're gonna push forward and squat down. Now I wanna see if you can go nice and low in those squats today. Remember the arms should stay out parallel to the floor right there. Make sure you're not letting those abs do whatever they want right now. So press straight out. And again. Remember the general rule of thumb with these bands. If you don't feel a lot of work, all you need to do is choke up on your band and you're gonna definitely feel more work. That's one of the cool things about band work is you can make it easier or harder on the fly. So with these flies, or these bench presses, we have 2 more. But I wanna challenge you at the end. So go ahead, take it out and hold this. So both my arms are out, I'm touching my thumb knuckles together and I'm gonna pulse my hips up. 2, 3, 4. Don't let your shoulders hunch. Just 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, last one right there, and come on up. All right, so once again, out in front, over the head, pulling down. We're also gonna lunge forward right away. So here's the exercise. Lunge forward, pull down. Touch the collarbone area, pulling straight down. Now, you might not be able to tell, but I'm staying upright when I lunge forward. So there's no leaning forward. And again, pull down. I want you to touch that shirt every time. Now we're just gonna do about 4 more with the arm movement. I wanna challenge you at the end and make that a little harder. So 2 more regulars. Here's what you're gonna do. Keep your band on your shirt and keep lunging. So don't cheat. You gotta keep those arms pulling down. You gotta engage that upper back right here. That's really what we're working. Keep the band on the shirt, 4, 3. Keep those arms out there. 2 more. 1 more to go. Yay. Are you glad that's done? So shoulder pushes. I'm going to step on the band with 1 foot, making sure the band is underneath the middle of the shoe. That's for safety's sake. We don't want the band to potentially escape and it would hit you in the face and get you hurt. So hands here. Tuck your tailbone, don't arch your back. Straight up. 1, 2. We're taking that arm all the way up there. 3, 4, 5. Now, if you're feeling really strong today, what you could do is both arms at the same time if you want, all the way up there. But with these, singles are probably tough enough. Let's go. 8, 7. Keep your abs in tight. 6. Don't start to lean backwards. 5. Here's 4. 3. How about 2 more? You ready for that last one? All right, all set. So let those hands kind of take just a small breather. I'm going to step on the band again with my other foot. I have 1 more set for the triceps. So remember, you bent forward, your palms are forward, elbows up, and we straighten when we bend. So come on up. So don't let that upper arm area drop down right here. 3, keep your back pretty straight. 4, keep your stomach muscles in really tight. 5, and then 6. So that means we're halfway there. 7, and 8. Don't let the elbows drop. 9, I know you want to. 10, but you're gonna tell yourself just 2 more. I can do anything 2 more times. 1 more here. Great, all set. So 1 more exercise to do while we're standing. That's your bicep curls. So both feet on the band. Stand up tall, move your elbows into the front of the rib cage, palms forward. Start with singles. Now right away, I'm gonna do the opposite leg out to the side. Out to side. 3, 4. Since we haven't really taken any breaks now, I'm hoping you've got the heart rate up a little bit. And lift. And up. Getting closer to being done with this one. Nobody's complaining. Up. Lift. Keep that elbow down at your side the whole time. We wouldn't want it to start going forward. That means you're starting to work your shoulder instead of your biceps. So 4, and then this one's done. 3, 2 more. 1 more to go. Good, all set. Let that go. I want you to go ahead and get down to the floor again for some more of your ab work. All right, so back down on the floor again. 1 more set of those V pulls in your abs. I'd like your band to be out here. It's taut, don't cheat. So we're gonna round back and pull back, and we're gonna sit up really tall. And we're gonna go back again. Sit up as tall as you're able to right now. 3, stomach stays in right there. And we're gonna go back. I know your upper body might be getting a little tired right now, but you're gonna push through because this is your last exercise of the day. So back we go, up we go, lengthen the spine up. I wanna remind you again about your stomach, holding it in right there. Try a little bit more with me here. You know we've got the pulses that are waiting for us at the end, just like we did in the last set. So 2 more regular. And I'm gonna see about that last one right here. Now I'm gonna stay back with the band. Oh, you ready to pulse it? 1, 2. Are you keeping your arms pulled back? Yes, you are. Band on the shirt. How we doing? Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and guess what? You're all set. Go ahead and come on up. I want you just to lean forward with me for a moment. Gonna give you just a few quick stretches to say you're done today. Let your band go. I'm gonna have you do is take your feet out wider. Notice the toes stay pointing up. Let's just pull ourselves forward. So make sure you're not starting to angle the toes out. That's a sign of a more dominant muscle group wanting to take over. So we're gonna come on up, slide our feet together. Legs are together as we do a little bit of a turn slightly backwards. And go ahead and bring it around this way, slightly backwards. And then bringing it to center. Here we go, we're gonna lean over. The hand I have on the floor, I'm gonna bend that elbow to help me drop my shoulder. Then we do the same thing over here. So a little tip over. Should feel good. Always feels good to say we're done. So go ahead, grab those hands, big stretch up, big push, breathe in with me. Blow it out. We're gonna do one more time to finish it out. So inhale up and exhale back down. You're all set. Have a great day. I'm so glad you joined me, and I'll see you again next workout.